Oh no, my plants are rotting. No, they're not. They are growing. Or should I say, they're popping. Hello there. My name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. I have many plants, or I have a few plants in here that needs repotting. When a plant is stifled, so I'm just going to move this one here. This is Echeveria caspidata variety gemula. And this one looks like it's rotting, but it's not. The plant is actually not dying, but instead growing. It's growing more babies. So if we have a look down here, these are babies that are forming underneath the plant or underneath these leaves that looks like it's dead. See those babies there? Look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what happens is that the new babies emerge or pop out and they don't have room to grow. So what the mother does is get rid of some of her leaves, shed off its skin, its limbs to accommodate the babies that are growing. So this is Echeveria gavoides red edge, otherwise known as lipstick. This is a prolific grower. So this is like grows really fast and quick and produce a lot of babies. And look how beautiful that baby in the corner is there. So there's 1, 2, 3 babies that's trying to grow in this narrow pot. Got nowhere to go. And what does the mommy do? The mommy will sacrifice itself like this. But I just have to be careful because sometimes there can also be some other plants. So this one, I thought it got hit by the frost. And then I realized that that's the plant's natural way of making room for the little ones, for the babies. Just like us mothers, we sacrifice a lot for our kids. Plants are the same. Now this pot over here, okay, I'm just going to move this because I'm running out of space. This pot here is also an Echeveria gavoides lipstick with so many babies. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe it's more hiding there that I can't see. But then, see, these two, the sacrificial mother and this one are planted or are the same age. So they started life as one plant like this. Like this one, they're about that size when I planted them both. And one grew with so many babies and no rotting because it's got room to breathe or room to move or room to grow. Whereas this one now doesn't have any room to grow. So imagine that now. See, if this one has been planted in that big pot, then this one as well would have had a lot of babies like the other big pot there. It's now almost 2 weeks since the first part of this video, or since I discovered that these plants are rotting. And all I did was left them and let them dry up a little bit. So I did not panic, because if you panic, what's going to happen is this. When they're still sort of fresh, so this one has got some mealybug running. That's I don't even know if it's a good bug or a bad bug that's running around there. Maybe it's a good bug. That white one there, they can be good bugs, beneficial bugs. So that's why you have to be careful in removing or killing the bugs sometimes, because you can get beneficial bugs. I've seen the red ones, sort of an orangey color one that's running around, and they are actually good bug. They eat the mealybug. And this one, I suppose, there's also a good white bug and a good red bug. So it's like the good witch and the bad witch. But anyway, this one now, the babies are now saying, "Mommy, get out of the way. We have to pop out." So also a lot of the rotting has dried up, and also the leaves has firmed up. And that is the ideal time for you to remove them. Because when you try and remove them while they're still fresh or freshly rotted, you have a tendency to remove the baby, or you don't really know if the baby is hanging on to it and they can come off. So now this one now, our caspidata variety V gemula, Now look at all the babies. So I've shown you before on the other video when they're still teeny weeny, but then now they are dry. So that one there, or drier. So this one now, you can see that the baby is quite big now and can sort of hang on while I'll pull this out. So I'll pull this out now. Hang on. Okay, can you do that? Pull that out. Oops. And if it breaks off, don't push the issue. Okay. So on the side, wriggle. There you go. It's breaking off again. So different plants. This is now hard because I'm tugging. Oops. That one's too dry. So you can remove it now if the babies are big enough. Okay, yep, there you go. I got the tip of it. Hang on. I got the tip of it. So did it break off as well? So with Jamila cuspidata, hang on. So now, am I going to be able to pull this? So I'm just going to push this out. There you go. Let the screen clear up, but I really need to tug you out. Gentle. But you can see now that the babies are exposed. So you just have to lift slowly. This plant as well. Oh, there you go. Successful extraction. This is like pulling teeth. And, okay, this is sometimes the reason why I just successful extraction. Okay, this is the reason why. Hang on, I'll pull this back. It's not so successful because the baby, I pulled out the baby. So that's why there's a reason the plant will rot. And it's because to give way to these little babies like this. So now this one might still grow, but, oopsie. Okay, there you go. Okay, precious little thing. But that's already too young still. So that's why it's best sometimes that you just leave your plant and you let them breathe and you let it dry out. Don't panic, because the minute you panic, when you see them rotting, if they're going to die, they're going to die. That's different case with ones that are affected or affected by mealybug. If you have mealybug in the plant, then you gotta clean the plant and remove it. But in this case, this is the pups growing and letting the other leaves dry off. So that's why you're best leaving it. But to me, I can't help myself. Okay, so if it breaks off like that, leave it. So that's big enough. Anyway, so down in the bottom here, there'll be more. See, look. So if I try and pull some more leaves, well, I could pull off some of the babies that will give way for the other babies to grow faster. It's like culling, isn't it? Like when you have a litter of, say, that one pulled out really nice. But you can see in there, there's a baby in there that's hiding. See, look at that. So eventually, in a couple of months' time, maybe, I can remove the pups, but they're still too young at this stage. So I'm going to leave it. Even here now, you can see that there's all these pups underneath. Is there? I don't know if there's a pup here, but I'm sure, yep, there's a gap there. I can see a gap. So if I tilt this, oh, nothing. Okay, but it's okay. But now, if there's no pups, then we can move it. I mean, remove it. There you go. There you go. Nice and clean. Okay. You have to remove the top leaf or the bottom leaf and slowly work your way, because these ones now, they're not going to grow. Okay, now this one here. Okay, now whether there's pups or not, doesn't matter. I'm just going to pull it. Yep. So when it's dry, it's best to let it dry like this. When they're like leathery, then much easier to extract. But when they're still sort of wet and mushy, then you're best leaving it. There you go. Okay. Okay, that one too came off. Now, have you got babies there? Yes, there's babies in the bottom. So this is a plant's way of making space for the new generation. And just like us moms, we sacrifice a lot for our kids. We ruin our figure just to have kids. Just like these succulents. Their figure's ruined now, but doesn't matter. The new pups Okay, oh my God. Okay, down in the bottom. I'm like, I don't want to kill any babies. Okay, there you go. So, oopsie, I'm happy with that on this one. Okay, that one is still soft. I should leave it, but, okay. No. Oh, there you go. That came off good. Yes, see, told you. There's a baby again. Doesn't matter. That one is still a leaf. Whether that grows or not, I don't know. But we'll leave it there. So that's it. So, I'm going to continue cleaning out these other ones. This is a Benemusami as well. And this one, look, pops in the bottom. But this one as well, I let it all dry up. And when it's too dry, okay. Oh, see? That one is still too wet, so I'm still going to leave it. I'm just going to remove the leathery ones like this first. That way, a space. Yes, it's creating space. And then now I can make room for, and also when you tug it sometimes right, sometimes left when they come off easily. So there you go. So this one is a lefty. And I'm going to the right. See, the minute you go to the right, doesn't want, left. Okay, left. Yep. Oops, it broke off, but doesn't matter. So you get the idea. So don't panic when your baby rots. And then you say, easy for you to say, well, there's nothing you can do about it. So if the plant wants to make room, okay, that one I shouldn't, but anyway, yep, I did. If they want to make room for the new babies, there's just nothing we can do about it. It's just nature. So plant will survive, and if they don't survive, I always say it's not worth having. It's not worth having, wasting all that effort for something that's just high maintenance. So, okay, so now, there you go. That's all, folks, and I hope I'm able to share some information for you to calm down. Don't panic. Now, okay, so I always wanted for this one to have a baby, but then now I can have a baby. There's one now. So this is my Benemusami that would not put out a baby, and this came from Jemmy Jam. And this plant has always been colorful all throughout the year. Even in summer when Benemusami lose their color, this one is still colorful out in the sun and easy to look after, even in that pot there. Now this one now is easy peasy. This is just a matter of, this one it doesn't matter because, look, beautiful. Now, I keep saying goodbye, and then here I am still going. So now, I am not transplanting this, even though it has a narrow pot, because I prefer, I'll just remove some babies, because I still prefer it to grow, but maybe I should. Because this one now, it's destroyed. The shape is ruined. So, okay. All done. See, look how many babies I've got. So I've got 3 babies. But then if I leave it, I'm just going to put some, top this up because look, it's already receded. So the gum line has gone down. So I'll just top this up with more soil, and I'm going to leave these plants in here because they do look pretty. So now this one now can wriggle itself out naturally. I don't want to wreck it, but it will just ease itself out. And I will do the same thing. I've done a video on how to remove or how to repot narrow pot succulents, or succulents that are planted in narrow pots. So anyway, I will do the same, but I won't do it from the top. I got space on the top here, so I'm just gonna poke it with my trusty old chopstick and wriggle its way up. And as you wriggle it, see, look, wriggle it just a little bit. See how it moves up the top? Then I can insert some soil there, and it will slowly go up the top and up the top. And that's it, folks. This is really the end of our video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. And then now wriggle, 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 wriggle. There you go. Woohoo! Now she can even grow another pup on the other side there.